Hi, my name is Audrey, and today I am going to be bleaching my hair, especially my roots, which have grown out, and then remove some of this color. My friend wanted to see some of the process, and she had an idea for my hair, which sounded like fun. I ordered some new hair dye, and thought I would attempt a flame pattern, and also test out these Xmondo colors. So I have some things. I have some Wella bleach. I'm almost out, but I have a whole nother tub. And then I have 20 volume cream developer, and I use that. I have really fine hair. Even though it's dark, it actually doesn't take much to bleach it, so that's why I have 20 volume. To remove some of the color from the higher ends, I also am going to do a bleach bath on that part, so I have a shampoo to dilute that with, and then basic other supplies, brush, bowl, and we'll see how this goes. Alright, so first thing that I do a little bit differently than people I've seen online is I do what is called an on-scalp preparation of the bleach. So I do a single scoop of bleach, and then I use 2 scoops of developer. So it's a little bit weaker and it'll be runnier, but it is less likely to burn my scalp. When I apply it directly to my scalp, I do this because I have really short hair and I'm essentially just putting it on the roots. So I do start at the back of my head. Again, I'm going to try and aim to not do what has been dyed before. I almost always have overlap, so that's kind of a lost cause. I do have a second mirror and a mirror behind me because I'm not going to use the camera, but hopefully you can kind of see what I'm doing from the side. But basically, I'm going to do one little layer and then lift that piece up. And then kind of do the bottom side of that layer and use the bleach that's still on the brush to kind of paste it up, creating the section that kind of stays up. And then get more bleach and put it on below. It's actually starting to lift a little bit already. So I am going to cover that. I have my trusty shower cap. And I want to make sure that that is entirely covered by the shower cap, because there is something else that I do. I actually take a winter cap and put it on to help incubate it and keep it warm. So I'm gonna let this sit for about 20 or so minutes, and then I'll come back and finish the rest with a bleach bath. All right, so it has been about 20 minutes, and the roots look like they are starting to lighten really well. Now we gotta take care of this pink. So I'm going to add some shampoo to this bleach solution. And just a smidge of water. Kind of get it to lather up a little bit. And it's nice and liquidy, and it does actually lather, since we all know that bleach does not lather. So obviously it was mashed down and some of the hair touched some of the bleach, but again, so far I've never had my hair fall off doing this. So just Just gonna go around and add this bleach bath solution to the ends. And again, the shampoo was added to kind of just make it not quite as strong of a solution. All right, it is time to see how we are doing. Oh no, we have lots of pink still. I can see that. The roots seem to be lifting, but I think I'm gonna leave it on for another 20 minutes or so. After that, the bleach is basically gonna stop working anyways, but we'll see how it looks. All right, we're gonna see what this looks like. It is still very pink. I had a feeling that was gonna happen. Pink is really hard to get out of my hair. This is about as light as it gets. This was purple when I first dyed it, and the blue always leaves and the pink stays behind. So this is probably going to not work out super well for my fire idea, but we're just gonna have to try it and see, and we'll see where it goes from here. I'm gonna rinse this out and I'll be back. All right, I've let my hair dry. Got pretty light. Unfortunately, the ends are still pretty pink. As I said before, I just always have problems getting that out. We're just gonna have to see what it does. I'm now going to attempt to do a flame pattern. We'll see how that goes. I've never done anything like this. Usually I will do like streaks of different colors, but the goal for this is to do yellow at the tips and maybe an orange in the mids, and then the sides, the back, and then the roots are going to be a red, maybe with a little bit of purple mixed in. Typically what I do is I dye my roots first, just to get the dark color on there, and it's kind of easier to do the sides and the back. However, because I am doing light on the tips, I want to get the light on first so that I don't have accidental dark color going on there. As I said, I'm going to mix it with a little bit of purple. Ooh, very thick. So we have this deep maroonish red, a bright orange, and then the tips will be yellow. And so that's where we're at for colors. Again, we have this pink base, so this is most likely not going to end up pure yellow. I know Xmondo is super happy with his super yellow, but I would imagine a pink base is not particularly helpful. Also, as I've said, I have not attempted to do the different levels of my hair, different colors, so I don't have a real good way of doing this. I've seen videos where people like use like a board, like almost like a cutting board or something. I'm not doing that. I'm going to try and section this out and kind of get it on, and do small sections and kind of divide them and make sure that it gets everywhere. Not doing a stellar job right now. I'm going to try to not put it where the yellow is, but then make sure that it goes up to where the yellow is so that I don't have gaping holes of like pink in the middle. Alright, I'm back. Cleaner gloves. And now I'm going to attempt to go in and do the roots and my back and the sides. And hopefully I mixed up enough dye for that. We'll see. Not a huge fan of how I'm doing so far. I rate myself a D. Alright, so that is all of the roots. Now I'm going to go through and do the sides and the back just like I did the bleach. I will be back. Alright, I am back. I think I got all of my head covered. Typically what I do is I put my shower cap on and I put my bowl cap back on to use the heat to help kind of incubate everything. It's not as important when you're doing the dye versus bleaching. I still always do it as habit. However, because the ends are lighter, I'm not sure I want to attempt that because I don't want to like mush them into anything. So I'm just going to lightly cover it. Directions say to let it sit for like 20 or 30 minutes. So I am going to leave this in for about half an hour and then wash it out, and then I will be back. All right, we are ready for the big reveal. So, kind of what I expected happened. The tips kind of look more orange. They basically are orange, just because the yellow and the pink really made orange. I don't know, still fun. We'll have to see what it looks like when I give it a dry. Alright, so my hair is dried. It definitely is orange. Not very much yellow. Half a fire, I guess. Got some staining in my scalp, which is typical. The first time I shower and wash my hair, that should go away. I do like the Xmondo Color. My hair's nice and soft, but worked pretty well.